What made me want to try CrossFit is I had a couple friends who had been doing it, and I had some health issues and some weight issues myself that I was struggling with, and decided to try something different. I'd been doing the gym, but I found that there was no accountability, and that meant that I was very inconsistent and I was not getting the results that I wanted. How I found CrossFit is a friend of mine, Mike Shanks, has been doing it for a couple years, I guess, and had noticed the change in him, and he kept talking about it, and ran into him one time, and I had a knee injury and had knee surgery about 8 years ago. And since that time, the doctor told me that I couldn't go back into the gym. I had to change my workout routine, which really was non-existent after the surgery. And he said, I had knee injuries, and he said, you need to try it. And ran into him in a movie theater, and he said, I'm gonna send you some information, send you a guy's name, and the name was Mark Kim-Fett. And so he said, go to this guy in Forney, he's closest to you, and he said, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So as a result of CrossFit, things that I have, I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm gonna be 50 in less than 6 months. And health-wise, weight-wise, strength-wise, I'm doing handstand push-ups. I'm stringing pull-ups together. I'm deadlifting almost twice my body weight. Cleaning my body weight. Back squatting more than I've ever been able to do. And these are all things that doctors, a few short years ago told me I'd never be able to do. And here I am doing them. My family has a long-standing history of high cholesterol. And 15 years ago, a doctor told me, when we were in Kansas, he said, you need to get on cholesterol medication. He said, just go ahead and eat the Krispy Kremes and take the medication and don't worry about the diet. Let the medication do that for you. And now, I'm the only one in my family right now that's not on cholesterol medication. And I'd been on it for 15 years before I've totally been able to get off of it. And that's another thing the doctor told me. He said, you're probably going to be on this the rest of your life. We'll probably be able to lower the dosage, but I don't see you going off of it. And a year ago, I'm totally off of it. About 6 months after starting CrossFit, I started having quite a few people, especially my clients who don't necessarily see me on a regular basis, maybe every couple of months or something like that. They would, when they came into the office to see me, they would say, hey, you look different. Are you losing some weight? And I was able to say yes. And they say, well, what are you doing? And then when I tell them, well, I'm doing CrossFit and I'm also eating paleo. Like, CrossFit, that's hardcore stuff. I mean, how can you do that? And then, talking about the diet changes, like, I don't think I can do that. I'm like, you can. And I just remember this one couple that we're friends with went to a volleyball game, watching my daughter play volleyball, and they said, hey, we've noticed that you are really dropping some weight and you're changing. And they said, what are you doing? And I was telling them my CrossFit story, and I said, I can't promise you anything, but I can tell you what it's done for me. And when I told them my story, they immediately called a CrossFit box that was closest to them and most convenient to them and got started. And it's just one of those things that you got to be committed to it. I don't think you can try it and say I'm going to do it for 2 weeks or I'm going to do it for a week. It's not like the free gym membership that they'll offer you, come January 1st or something like that. You've got to be committed and you've got to want that change for yourself.